Escape from Tarkov official single-player co-op persistent experience is finally here. But at what cost? A very large cost. Let's not beat around the bush here. They clearly need some money, and this is their strategy. I think it's a poorly executed strategy, but a strategy nonetheless. And I'll just very quickly say, I'm not really going to get into the extra items you get regarding like storage and mail retention and weapons, ammo boxes, all that sort of stuff. Obviously, that does have implications of pay to win or pay to progress, but I want to just cover the main things, which are single player, pocket size, that scav distance items the only item will cover, and obviously the price. Pocket size is pretty self-explanatory. You basically now get a scav vest as your pockets, because you now get a one slot, a two slot, and a one slot. So that is a big and convenient thing for players. So I can see that people would want that, especially for missions where you have to wear the scav vest to get certain scav kills in, I think, Shoreline. That's going to be a big one, that, being able to carry more ammunition and just generally carry more equipment to get out the raid with, so there's more money overall. So that's quite a big one. It's surprising to see that. Mark of the Unheard. Now, this is an interesting item that I never expected to see in the game. But this basically, when you get 6+ fence rep, it will reduce the range in which scavs will engage you to 60 meters. So you have to be within 60 meters if you have this item on you and you have the rep for scavs to start shooting you at range. That's a pretty substantial thing, because if that expands to bosses and like sniper scavs, for example, that's huge, especially sniper scavs. Like, imagine you never get engaged by a sniper scav as you're roaming around the map, because they're always, high up, so they're going to naturally be probably 60 meters away from you, even if you're kind of below them. So let's get into the money side of things and the price. I think one of the things that has pissed a lot of people off is the fact that all the EOD owners, they bought that thinking that they would get, all future content that came to the game. And rightly so, because, it said at the bottom of, the list of things that you will get future DLC, season pass, etc., etc. So naturally, you would assume that the single player side of things would be included in that. And rightly so. Like, there's no reason to not think that at all. It's not a different game at all. It's not a different game. It is the same game, and it's a little button inside the game. And I'll get into that in a second. So the even more frustrating thing is that one of the mods on the official Tarkov Discord had said they're claiming it's not DLC. They're claiming it's a feature unique to that edition. I mean, it's like politician word spin, this, isn't it? Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it is DLC. If you look up on Wikipedia. I will do that right now, right? I will go on Wikipedia and we'll look at downloadable content definition. DLC can range from cosmetic content such as skins to new in-game content such as characters, levels, modes, keyword there, modes, and larger expansions that contain a mix of blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the key thing there is modes. And if we take a look on Escape from Tarkov's official site on the purchasing page for the Unheard edition, access to PvE co-op mode. Let me just say that again. Mode. With persistent progression will not be reset with wipes. Okay. It's a mode. It's DLC. It just is. And it's in the game, and it's a little thing at the bottom right. You can see. You just click to go to PvP or PvE mode, and that's it. No new game. It's not a separate entity like Arena is. Arena is separate. I would class that as not being DLC, to be honest. That is it is an entirely separate entity. I mean, you could almost say it's a different game mode, but the entire UI and everything is different about Arena. So it feels like they've gone back to front with this. They've got it all the wrong way around, because I think more people would care about having the single player than they would about having Arena, because you get the PvP through normal Tarkov anyway. But I mean, that's probably why they did this, because they know that people want to buy the single player edition. And yeah, it is what it is, I guess. 250 euros, man. That is incredible. I mean, people thought that Ubisoft and Star Wars was bad. Jesus. This is this is the most expensive game I've ever seen. Like, I've never looked at a game that I've been interested in and thought, yeah, 250 quid. Like, whew, that is a steep price. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. Is anything going to happen? Then we're just going to play the game anyway. I don't know. All right, well, buy it, don't buy it. I don't know. Enjoy the game.